Hello, my family. Hello, my family. Hello, my family. All right, so we right on course. We right on course. So usually every year, my mom's side of the family has a Trenton Makes Atlanta cookout, and my auntie Colleen told me this year they wasn't having it this year. So I made sure that I got our stuff organized because me and Colleen talked about telling a very, very, very special story. My mom's story in film. So my dad went to film school some years ago. When he was in New York Film Academy for script writing, he wrote a script called The Seer. And I first went to a music production and film school, animation and all of that. I first went down here first because of the album that I recorded with my mom, or inspired by my mom, at her university, Oakwood University, alumnus class of 1980. So my dad told me the whole script, sent me the script. He wrote me into the script and said he was going to produce the movie. But because he never produced the movie, he wrote other scripts, and other scripts moved up to the top. So me and my kids in order to another avenue to tell stories is through video games. Video games, you have music, you have the graphics, and the beautiful thing about the route that we took is we took the motion capture route, which means we can incorporate the players of the game who are the models outside of the game. Say for instance, Madden. Madden takes the real actual NFL players who are playing, and then they put motion capture on them and they put them in the game. So because not only do we have a performance arts side that Terry specializes in, but myself and Larry, we specialize in, the finest arts that Terry specializes in. The choirs that she's been in, the singing that she's been in. But Larry and I were on the performance arts side of my mother relationship, like with Uncle Poppy in the center. So my mom sung in choirs and stuff. She was the lead cheerleader, so that's the finest art side, and the fashion that comes with it, and the modeling that comes with it. And we can take all of the individuals in the family and put you in the game, and then all of the cheerleading and the modeling that you do outside, you also do in the game. Same thing with our sports leagues. Our track runners, our basketball players, we bring you into the studio, we put some motion capture on you, and then boom. So one of the best ways to tell a story, besides movies, is a video game. And then we can always take the video game. So we get everybody playing the video game storyline and then shoot the actual film. So that's the route my family decided to go. So this summer we decided to launch The Seer. Alright? So, because of all of the hard work that Kanisha and the kids have done, they've all been doing it, going to school and working and this and that and this and that, but they still participated in every single program. Kanisha has made every single sacrifice. And so, just like all companies do, This is a share. So when you purchase, when you make your initial deposit to be created and your player to be created in the game, you are becoming an angel investor, a partial owner of this family, entity, and business. And understand, Billy and Sean flew down to Orlando, Florida when Xavier was actually in our life-saving camp. We have a summer camp that we do. And Billy and Sean came and did the financial empowerment portion of our summer camp for us. I can't tell you how many times we have collaborated behind the scenes. Marlon and I, Reese and Kels and I, Vince and I, Larry and us. When I say I'm talking about our family. So throughout the years, Liddell, Dwight down here with the cryptocurrency, Vita and Justin with the cryptocurrency, Shay and I sat down talking about the nursing side. So Kenesha, we're going to use this coin launch. We have our own cryptocurrency. Bring it on up to speed. This is a bank. Alright, this is a bank. And attached to this bank, you will also have a wallet inside the game. But each and every family. So just like the NFL has 32 teams, we've broken our family connected to my mother and her last will and testament. This is her will and testament. So 16 groups in the west and 16 in the east. Alright, so across the Atlantic, we're going to have the same 16. We're going to mirror the 16 that we have over here. Alright, so right now I'm going to break y'all down into, just like the NFL broke down the teams, and each team is represented by a mascot or identifying brand. Our brands just happen to be gemstones that are the foundation in heaven. So each gemstone and kings and queens in nature. Anything that's a king or a queen in nature. This is what each family tree and family group will be represented by. So right now we're setting up the headquarters in Huntsville, Alabama. The headquarters where Mom originally in 1999 told me to go and file a document and launch this entity. It's called Hollywood Grail Fashion Statement. Alright. So at the time it was a clothing line modeling for Xavier and Deja. Deja was born in 99, so I created a Hollywood Grail Fashion Statement, clothing line, modeling agency, all of that. And so the studios have come out of that entity. And so now, our brothers and sisters in the highways and the byways, our brothers and sisters, we have a sister in Trenton named Thing Moo. And my grandmother, Aura Leggett, she's named after Zipporah, the Ethiopian Cushite queen that Moses married. Aura Leggett is named after Zipporah. A Thing Moo is an Ethiopian Cushite. And if you know anything about the people of the Thing Moo's people, Ethiopian Cushites, their lands have been taken. All all of the people in Africa, all of the groups that y'all call Zulu, those used to be Ethiopian Kushite lands. The people that y'all call Igbo, those used to be Ethiopian Kushite lands. And then if you look at the thing, most people, they box all of those people up in one little spot called South Sudan. They're not Sudanese, they're Ethiopian Kushite kings and queens. That's who my grandmother was named after. I know who they are. It's my grandmama's peoples. Ethiopian Kush. It's not boxed up in a little land. So, this movement is to make us whole first, and to make our people, the least of these above us, whole. Alright? So, let's break down the groupings. So, first up, you have my wife's family, the Glens, and their gemstone is this. It's called a sardius. Their gemstone is the sardius. Then you have the Smiths. My wife's grandmother was a Smith. The Smith's gemstone is the topaz. Then you have the Legette's. The Legette's gemstone is the ruby. Then you have the Masons. The Mason's gemstone is the emerald. Then you have the Lumpkins. Matter of fact, the Lumpkins gemstone is the sapphire. Then you have the Sallies. These is my wife's father's people. The Sally's gemstone is the diamond. Then you have the Webbs. The Webb's gemstone is the ligure. Then you have the Wilsons. The A gate. The Alpha gate. Then you have Baymax, Spider Loaf's peoples and family members who are out there with our Uncle Bruce in LA and Compton. Baymax gemstone is the amethyst. Then you have the Good Samaritans, our brothers and sisters in Chicago who held us down, and everything that we wanted to do in Chicago they did. The Good Samaritans. The jade is the gemstone. Then you got the PFA Falcons. Anybody who's a PFA Falcon in our family group, gemstone is the onyx. Then you have Mount Sinai. Me and Terry attended Mount Sinai in Trenton, and Xavier and Deja and Destiny attended Mount Sinai in Orlando, Florida. So, gemstone from Mount Sinai is jasper. Then we have a marriage maker group, a billionaire marriage makers, the La La Land layup cycle watch, and Baymax watch, a billionaire marriage makers. Gemstone is also the amethyst. Then you have this investment group, Michael's Angels Investors. Gemstone for Michael's Angels Investors is the beryl. Then the Oakwood Ambassadors. All of the old people from Oakwood, the gemstone at Oakwood will move under. Will be the Onyx Panther. The Onyx Panther. Not the Onyx Gemstone, the Onyx Panther. Then you have Ray of Light. Ray of Light is the community development investment partner that has their own funding source to be able to build, to be able to fund evangelistic series back and forth all over the world. Ray of Light has its own Android phones and tablets. And Ray of Light, the pastor Anthony Lewis, he's in the Dominican Republic right now. And when he opens up his Android stores, the sales from the Android phones fund the development. And like I'm telling you today, we're about to go down and open up a new Ray of Light in Hussle, Alabama this week. And we take Xavier and Dave Destiny to Oakwood. From instead of it, Deja and Destiny and Xavier having to try and work and go to school, which did not work for Terry and I. We are going to sell the shares of this family business that we've been investing in. And then we're going to put my wife, launch my wife's intervention and rehabilitation business. She just got her master's. She's still working for the hospital, but her dream is to start her business. So under the umbrella of the outreach that we do, we're going to take over the salary of my wife and my children. All of us will work under the umbrella of the Ray of Light Resource and Development Centers. And then, as the investors, once we get the headquarters in Huntsville set up, then we're coming to Trent. Everywhere where we have an investor, we will open up a Ray of Light Community Development Center so that everything is uniform. From the leads, from the fashion lines, from the modeling, from the film production, from the music production, from whatever it is we're doing, it'll all be just like Walmart, who I also work for. Another store called Anna's Linens. Me and Craig, we went all over Chicago opening up Anna's Linens. So this process is not new. I just made it simple. So there's a movie called The 300. So our goal is to, on this side of the water, each person, you were to be the Leonidas or the Queen Bathsheba of your own regiment of 1600. Each person in the family. So within your group, it's 16 groups. And each person, your goal is to recruit 1600. And when you do it, your investment bank will reflect that you are a billionaire. He said billionaire marriage makers. A billionaire is 900 zeros. Understand? A billionaire is a 1 with 900 zeros behind it. That's $1 billion. Our goal is to, just like you fed 5,000 and 4,000, we want to feed 5 billion on this side and 4 billion on that side. Alright? That's the goal. That's simple. Alright? So when I send you all these links, all you gotta do is go to the Eventbrite page, find your family group, your last name. Also, let me break down the churches. So the East Trenton Seventh-day Adventist Church, Plainfield Seventh-day Adventist Church on Hop Pastor 2nd. New Brunswick, Seventh-day Adventist Church. Then he went to Mount Olive. Then the Chester, Pennsylvania, Seventh-day Adventist Church. Then the Walnut Street, Pine Forge, Pottstown City. Then Norristown, Grace Tabernacle. You also are included in the Ray of Light gemstone. So whatever we talk about Ray of Light, each one of those churches is under the umbrella of the Ray of Light Resource and Development Center. We will come back and put a Ray of Light Resource and Development Center to be able to do there what we're doing here in Huntsville, so that everything's uniform. To my family in Chicago, the most important thing for us to do is to resurrect the CFL and take it pro. That's the first goal, October. We want to have a CFL as the Pro Basketball League, the very first film streaming pro level competition. And then we'll add the football and the track and field later. So my challenge to my Good Samaritans in Chicago is to get with the commissioners, get with the coaches, so we can sit down and put it on paper, make it official, and then launch by the end of these 90 days. Everywhere where y'all got a church team, we want to have a pro recruitment, tryout, scout them out, get in the gym, open the doors, let them know we're going to pay some money, we're going to pay some bread, let them come in, boom, scout them out, pick the teams. October, we playing. Once again, everybody who plays in our leagues, you're in the game. You're guaranteed wealth because your bank and your money is loaded in the game, in the wallet. Alright? When you make your first investments. So, to create your initial wallet, it's an $80. This is just to pay the people to write the code and We got a team of technical individuals who do that. That has nothing to do with your money and you buying coins. It's $80 to create the bank and the wallet. Alright? So that's the first thing that y'all need to make sure that y'all do in the next 7 days. Every child, every person, create your bank. This is your generational wealth. We're erasing the generational curse of poverty in our family. And then as we add more and more families to this, we erase it in their life too. Alright? So, right now, tonight, we leave going to Huntsville to set up the headquarters that my mom told us to create in 1991. We are going to be obedient. So, in 2 days, Grandma Webb's birthday is coming. We got 48 hours. My goal is for at least all of the 16 individuals. I want to challenge everybody to at least have 4 people in the next 2 days. I want to challenge everybody, in each one of those groups that we talked about. By my grandma's birthday, August the 7th, I want to see at least 4 each person go out and get 4 people by August the 7th. And then let's all go out in Huntsville. Me and Destiny and Xavier, we're going to barbecue. We can all go out and we can all stream our barbecue birthday acknowledgements to Evelyn Webb And then on August the 17th, we're going to be there in person in Trent. August 17th, Beverly Webb's birthday. August 18th, Aura Lillian Legette's birthday. August the 19th, and we're going to do heavy recruiting. Track and field, football, economic empowerment, crypto. We're going to do heavy recruiting over those 3 days. We're going to do a cookie bake. We could do a joy night, and we could do a family and friends day. Cookie bake, joy night, cookie bake, family and friends day. Get it. Cookie bake, Beverly birthday, joy night, Aura's birthday, family and friends day, August the 19th. Alright, by August the 19th, that 4, y'all should each have 16 people or more. All of your kids should have a bank and wallet. And once again, our coins are the only coins in cryptocurrency that are backed by gold and silver. The generational wealth, the generational curse of poverty. And I didn't create this, okay? When you go to master's program, they do research on individuals who are in business and invest. This is Robert Kiyosaki. He invests in gold and 4 other assets. This man invests in silver. Both of them predicted the crash, the financial crash of 2008, and Robert Kiyosaki predicted this financial crisis. And to avoid it, they both are investing in gold and silver and cryptocurrency. But when the cryptocurrency is not going up, they all move their assets to the other asset class. One is gold, one is silver. So we back our coin, the BTC coin, with gold and silver. Do we also invest in Bitcoin? Yes. But when it's not doing good, we can move it to our coin, and it's backed by gold and silver. I'm guaranteeing you, this is how confident we are. With the business plan that we have, and with the track record that we have done just with my family, when the rest of y'all come on board, I challenge y'all, I dare y'all. You can find anybody in any situation. We got a 5-year business plan. We could take somebody homeless on the street. No matter what talent they got, whether it's cooking, we guarantee 170% money back guarantee. No matter who you are in your walk of life, a prostitute, we can sit them down, take them through my wife's intervention and rehabilitation program, and then as she's rehabilitating them and physically bringing them back to health and spiritually bringing them back to health, like she's done with me so many times, we're going to sit down and financially see. My wife deals with the fashion state. The most important component of the fashion statement is the spiritual component. I deal with something called first fruit blessings and the birthright blessings. This is the financial statement. We could take anybody in our 5-year business plan, anybody, whatever talent they have, turn them into $10 million. I challenge homeless people, prostitutes, people who's working but want to get free. 5 years. If you run like Xavier, Deja, Destiny, and Little Danger, in the videos that you will see on our Eventbrite page, all it is my kids doing I know how people are. People want to see something first. I got 30 something plus years, and my wife has just held it down, gave me the kids. We done opened clothing business. We done ran clothing companies. We done, you name it. Lifeguard, in the business of saving lives. So now I'm coming with the track record of my wife and my kids, and I'm saying, all of the young people in our family, if you don't have a career that you love and it's paying you what you work, if you already got that and found that, I'm with it. But if you haven't found that, you don't know what it is you're going to do. If you unfulfilled, if you still searching, if you, listen, you the babies of you are our babies. Nobody in our family. Our people locked up and all that, when they come out, there ain't no question. And the other thing y'all gotta know, these are financial cycles that they're taking us through. So this is the last time our people will be squeezed by depressions, recessions, inflation. The most important component we're putting together in this investment banking, financing. Okay, so we're going to extend credit. So people right now, what Ray of Light does is, okay, my dad and mom graduated in 1980. Pastor Anthony Lewis and his wife graduated in 1979. So Pastor Anthony Lewis has the Ray of Light ministry, and he goes and takes homeless people. I'll give you an example. There was a woman and a man, and they have 2 young children. They were sleeping in a tent on the sidewalk in Orlando, Florida, because they're homeless. The police came up to them and said, if you don't have somebody that you can call, we are going to take the children into custody, and they are going to be taken from you because they can't sleep out on the street. She didn't know the pastor. She had met the pastor one time, and they gave her a number, so she just gave the cop the only number she had. They called Pastor Lewis. Pastor Lewis vouches for her, says, well, I'll come down there and get her right now. He put them in the hotel. He paid for them to be in the hotel. And there's a college called Valencia College. On Monday, the pastor, the young lady, and myself, after I get my kids in school, we're going to take a course, and all of the people who are homeless right now, they're going to be hired to work with us in the building project that we have going on now. We're building a resource and development center in the heart of Orlando's worst neighborhood right now. We already purchased the building, but it's a transitional housing unit. So what we as a family, when we invest in this, we're going to use this to extend credit also to people who don't have credit. The automobile companies do it so that they can sell their cars. We need to control every aspect of life for our people. Our people need financing to get on their feet. We need to provide it. So when they're looking to get their first home, then they have to go out because a new family has to come in. This group right here is being put together to be able to say, okay, we will give you the loan to get into your new home. And because you have a job at Ray of Light, we know that you have the ability to pay back the financing option that we're providing. Because the pastor has put everything in place, I'm comfortable coming to my people and saying, those of y'all who have good credit and good credit cards and this and that and this and that. We need to create, like many other businesses do, they just create an entity, an LLC, that whenever they go to the bank, this LLC and the people with the good credit ratings present themselves for the LLC, and we provide the financing. And then, of course, the individuals that provide that will be paid for that. No part of this is just off of whatever. So there's a 25% return for everybody that's a part of that financing group. So when the money comes back, the money's going to come back. And then our organization, not the person itself, we don't want them to be in debt. We are going to pay a 25% tribute, thank you, to the pool who are providing financing. It's called micro lending. And we are going to erase the generational curse of poverty in one generation before the very eyes of our children. Our children are going to see us erase the generational curse of poverty before they are old and grown right now. Alright? Challenge y'all to back us as we open all of these headquarters. We'll go from Huntsville, Alabama. We're going to employ Deja, Destiny, Kanisha, myself. We're going to come to Trenton. We're going to employ Terry, Larry, Ryan, and whoever else. Liddell, Reese, Kettles, Darnell. He sat down with Darnell and Nate. Sean, Vince, Marlon, Dollar Bill. When I say we're going to employ, I'm saying we're about to get that bread as investors, like we've always talked about. Alright? Big Stan and Bouvier talking about coming down to Jacksonville. Let's go. Marlon and I just shot a wonderful event. Marlon is publishing books. Listen, for the rest of our lives, we're going to do business together on every type of level. I'm about to open up a razor sharp gym to go along with my sports leagues. Because when I get back in shape, all my life I worked out with Dollar Bill. All my life. All my life. I don't feel right if I'm not working out. Dollar Bill. So, the gym can't be called nothing else but razor sharp. So, this is another part of the family franchise. Don't make sense to have a gym and not have people cutting in there too. So, might as well have everything that y'all have in razor sharp. And if Bill, you want to add the gym, you want to expand razor sharp, so be it. But $80 create your bank and your wallet. Every person is getting an investment bank. And then a wallet, so that inside the game, the wallet is for the game. The bank is for micro lending and for wealth building and hand it down to the next generation. 16 groups, challenge y'all. Everybody, get 4 people. The Zelle to send the $80. It goes directly to Kanisha. Kanisha is the financial manager. She's the financial bank of the investment bank. So it'll go directly to Kanisha. She gonna put it where it need to go. We're launching our home office of Huntsville today. This is Beverly Webb, Building God's Kingdom. That's what her company is called, Building God's Kingdom. Now understand, we're talking about the kingdom, the earth made new that comes down in Revelation chapter 22. Revelation chapter 22 talks about the earth is made new and the heavenly kingdom comes down to earth to dwell on earth. When she said building God's kingdom, she was saying, let them know that the game is over, the battle is over. We won. We're building the earth made new. So if you building an earth made new, then you guaranteeing, you telling the world, I know I'm going to the kingdom, to the wedding feast, and then coming back with the bride and groom to the earth made new. That's the kingdom Beverly Webb's talking about, and that's the first brick is being laid in Hussle. And y'all gonna help us lay it. Her grandchildren. And they're gonna go to the school and they're gonna recruit 1,600 people. So I'm not telling y'all I'm gonna go into Huntsville to recruit and understand. We're going back to Haiti. But our headquarters in Kush is in Zimbabwe, Kenya, and South Africa. So then I'm going to reach out to y'all and I'm going to find out which one of y'all want to travel or which one of y'all just want to support with funds and investment. That's cool. You decide what you want. We just want to let y'all know when the dates is coming up and where we're going. Some places we building schools, some places we building studios, some places we putting water down, some places we doing all three. We want to let you know where we going and when. And we invite however many of y'all. But this is the beginning of us moving like a Lion King, King's Bride all over the world and tapping into generational love. Let's go. Love y'all.